Hey everyone, this is Chase of Rocky Mountain ATV giving you a closer look at the adventure boots from Forma. All right everyone, thanks for checking in. Today we're taking a look at what is undoubtedly one of the most popular adventure boots that we offer here at Rocky Mountain. It's the Forma Adventure. These have been around for a while, but year after year, they continue to be one of the most popular, and for good reason. You're getting full grain oil leather, so premium construction. They're super comfortable right out of the box, very little breaking time with these, and you're sub $300. So it's a boot that's not gonna break the bank. And with those features, that's really what makes it so popular. So we're gonna go through and talk about some of the other great stuff that you're getting with this. But before we do that though, let's just talk about fitment real quick. So with the Adventure, it's got a plenty wide toe box. If you're a rider that has really wide feet, not something I would be concerned with this option. As far as the length goes, for me and other riders here at Rocky Mountain that have tried it on, fits true to size. But remember, if you're worried about fit, we have our fit guarantee, which means no matter what boot that you buy from us at Rocky Mountain, if you're not happy with how it fits, send it back in brand new unused condition. We'll give you free shipping both ways for the same boot in a different size or a completely different boot, just to make sure you get exactly what you are looking for. Now, a couple things I want to point out right off the bat with the Adventure is one, they do offer a low version of this. So if you like what we're talking about today, but you don't think that you're going to need the full height option, there is a low version that's just going to end just above the second buckle on these, so be sure to check those out. Also, this is important, with the sole design on the Adventure, you'll notice that you have more of a lug sole design. And for riders that are doing a lot of riding, you're touring, you're spending, a lot of time on the bike, super comfortable. But if you're spending a lot of time off the bike and you're walking, this is a really good option because you've got a very flexible sole with the Adventure. But that's also something I do want to point out. So it's a double density sole. You do have a steel shank in here, but you can see there's a lot of flexibility with these, and this is right out of the box. So what Forma is going to tell you is that they don't necessarily recommend this boot for riders that are doing more aggressive off-road riding. If you're standing up and you're working hard on the foot pegs, or if you have a bike that has a Kickstarter, because you're not getting as much rigidity in the sole, it might not offer the support that you as a rider are looking for. And that's something that you are after. Check out the Terra Evo boot from Forma. That's their adventure touring boot that does have a much stiffer sole, more intended for aggressive riding. So be sure to check those out. So just want to point that out right off the bat so you're aware of that. But in any case, like I said though, you can see with that sole design, lug sole, if you're off the bike, you want to go for a hike while you're doing your ride, these will allow you to do that comfortably. As far as construction goes, full grain oil leather like I talked about. Again, you're sub $300, premium construction with that. You'll notice here on the left toe box that you have this plastic piece that is sewn on. That's obviously going to be for your shifter. They do have it on the right boot. It's not really needed on that side, but to keep it symmetrical, that's what they have done. As you work your way up the front here, you can see, again, this is the full height option. You are going to have a TPU, an injection molded shin plate up here at the top, offering some good protection. Below that, you can see that you do have these stretch panels. Obviously, that's just going to help with the flexibility right out of the box. Now, if you look at the buckles here, you've got 3 of them. It's a great buckle design. They've been around for a while now. I'm glad to see that Forma has not changed these. It's their GH buckles. They are replaceable. They work really, really well. There are some other manufacturers that use a similar buckle design, and for good reason. They always work. All you do is just take your strap, which is adjustable and also replaceable, slide it right over, snap it down. So it's a great buckle design. Again, you've got 3 of those. We'll go ahead and open this up. Little Velcro up here at the top. So with that open, a couple things I want to point out is you do have the Drytex waterproof liner. Here you can see that is going to come up to just below that 3rd buckle. On the inside also, you actually have some memory foam that is very comfortable around the ankle area. Again, just adding to the comfort. And then you do have an antimicrobial replaceable footbed in here as well. So do this back up. So you notice too that on this bottom buckle, you actually have this raised plastic piece here. So really that's just to protect the buckle. Maybe you were to go down on the low side. That's just going to help offer a little bit of coverage there for that buckle. You also notice too on the ankle, on the lateral as well as the medial side, you actually have this plastic insert that's underneath the leather. I like that. I think it just gives a nice look to it. So you do get some added protection here to the left and right side. If you look at the back here, again, you've got a reinforced heel cup, stretch panel here as well. And then again, full grain leather throughout the entire boot. And that is it. That is the Adventure boot from Forma. Last thing I do want to point out is there is now the H-Drive version of this boot. It's identical in the construction. Here's the big difference between this and the H-Dry if you've seen those and you're kind of trying to figure out which one you think is going to be best. With the H-Dry model, here's the big difference. The H-Dry has a waterproof liner that is laminated to the leather, whereas with the Adventure, you have the waterproof liner that is sewn in, but it's kind of free floating. And here's what can happen. If you're riding and you get these things soaking wet, that water can go through the leather and then it will get trapped between the waterproof liner and the leather, which will add weight to the boot because it's just kind of stuck there in that little void. With the new H-Dry model, because that waterproof liner is laminated to the leather, the water can't get through the leather and then trap between the leather and the waterproof liner, so they don't get as heavy if they get soaking wet. I've actually weighed both. When they're totally dry, same size, they're actually the exact same weight dry, but you have to ask yourself, are you a guy that's going to be maybe doing some creek crossings, or you ride in rain and you know that your boots are going to get soaking wet? Then the H-Dry might be a better option. It does go up a little bit in price, but we have a product spotlight, so be sure to check that out. But if you have questions or comments about the Adventure, we want to get those answered, so make sure to leave those below. And to pick up your set, click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. As you can see, a couple different colorways to choose from. Remember, orders over $75 ship free. And if you like this product spotlight, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel because we've got spotlights on all the great adventure sport or adventure touring boots that we offer here at Rocky Mountain. So if you're not quite sure, give those videos a watch. We even have a buyer's guide where we show you some of our favorite options. We go through them. We help give you a good starting point. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.